Remembering Our Spirits from the book Around the Year with Emmett Fox, October 22nd, 2023. Capitalize Your Disability. Success consists in the overcoming of difficulties. All men and women have made a success of any kind. All men, women, and people who have made a success of any kind have done so by overcoming difficulties. There was a time when laying a telegraph line from New York to Boston presented many difficulties. Then there was a time when doing that was easy, but laying the Atlantic cable presented difficulties. Later on, marine cable layering became a routine business, but radio across the ocean presented problems that for some time were insuperable. Insuperable means insurmountable. New word that I learned, and I love learning. If you have a personal disability that seems to keep you from success, do not accept it as such, but capitalize on it and use it as the instrument for your success. H.G. Wells had to give up a dull, underpaid job because of his health. So he stayed at home and wrote successful books and became a world-known author instead. Edison was stone deaf and decided that this would enable him to concentrate better on his inventions. Theodore Roosevelt was a sickly child, very short-sighted and nervous. However, he worked hard to develop his body and became, as we know, a strong, husky, open-air man and a big game hunter. The owner of a fashionable dress business in London was the wife of a struggling clerk who was stricken with tuberculosis. She had never been in business and had no training and found herself having to support a husband and 2 children. She started with nothing but good taste in clothes and a belief in prayer. Problems are signposts on the road into relationship with God. To him that overcome will I give to eat of the tree of life. We all have difficulties, every single one of us. I don't know. Perhaps there's a human being. I guess I'm mindful of speaking in absolutes because I don't know every single human being on this planet, nor have I done any research, or have I done any research on research that's been done around does every single human being on this planet experience difficulties at one time or another. Perhaps some don't. I have. And all of the people that I know have also. I break difficulties down to the simplicity of it's either fear or it's love. It's either fear or it's love, my book. That's how I break difficulties down. Either I am thinking thoughts with a fear-based mind. I have fear-based perceptions and beliefs from a fear-based mind. I use fear-based words from a fear-based mind. And then I behave out of fear in all of my relationships. Or I choose thoughts that are based in a love-based mind. I choose beliefs and perceptions based in a love-based mind. And then I use words and behaviors in a love-based way. It's that simple for me. Now, does it mean that it's easy all the time? to form in my spiritual practice? Of course not. Sometimes it's a bitch and I don't like it at all. Sometimes I don't do it very well. And other times I do it with a lot of grace. And I'm grateful for those times. It's a practice. I am a practicer. What are you a spiritual practicer of? It's a practice. That's how we get really, really good at stuff. By being willing to consistently or even inconsistently practice. Be mindful of what thoughts you're choosing to have. No one is making you have thoughts. No adult is being made to have thoughts. And if you are, seek help. As always, take the best for you and leave the rest. When I was in the second grade, I was diagnosed with severe dyslexia. School and academics were painful for me. I learned differently than the average person. I just did. I'm not going to go into a big talk on dyslexia. I am so grateful for my educated father and my loving mother who had me tested and who had me tutored, and I was sent to special schools. So I learned how to learn with my dyslexia. And I learn in a different way. I am so grateful for that. The other thing I've learned along the way is that people with dyslexia are often highly intelligent. So take that and own it. Turn your disability from a disadvantage into an advantage by bringing prayer and your spiritual practices into that disability. And bring that disability into conscious contact with the presence of love within you and within all of us. As always, take the best for you and leave the rest. Have a blessed day.